Huzzah! Alright, hello everyone. This time I remembered to actually unmute myself. Right. I think everything should be basically set up. So let's... Oh, okay, it's displaying. Yeah, man. There it is. Into the main screen. I just realised I never actually set my camera to not go blurry last time, so let's go and do that real quick as well. That one. Okay, so hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Hearts of Iron 4, where we are playing Old World Blues once again. And we kind of need to decide what we want to do. I think... Is this Northern Commonwealth or Bull's Domain? I'm not sure. Probably Bull's Domain. Let's take a look. I'll probably do the baggers this time. As we tried Robot City, it was fun, it was hard, and I'm frankly very tempted to try again. Should I? Maybe I should. Baggers. No, I'm going to do Robot City one more time, and if this fails, it fails. I'll just try to get through as quickly as I can. Boulder Dome thing is super fun. Yeah, we will try to go back to that. It just reminds me too much of Big Mountain, Old World Blues. I know it actually is, but it really was the worst part of New Vegas. I hated that area. Alright. So, the setup is going to be infrastructure everywhere, -1 in each, except for Robot City, which gets -2. We are going to make Robot City go first. Next up is going to be technology and industry, namely construction, production, and other production. Because we need to get those robots out faster. We never had any resource shortages, so this really is just going to be about building as many commercial protectrons and CNC scrap-offs as we can, with any extras going into that. We will build some convoys, though they are not critical. We have a bunch of unassigned divisions, which we are going to do this. We're going to have a training. Billie Jean's going to be in charge. That is the question. Are your stats randomized? Actually, no, I don't think they are. Oh, that's good. So yeah, the Mechanist is really, really a good general. Your training, that's good. Some of you are in the desert. I'd kind of prefer if you were not in the desert while doing the training. So let's go over here to the hangdogs again. And we're going to start with the new best friend. The story of Doki Doki and the game's purpose. Let's go. Many consider Big Mountain the most interesting though least Fallout part of New Vegas. I just didn't like it. I hated how long it was. Because I think I must have been in there for a good 20, 30 hours, and in that whole time I was just separate from the rest of New Vegas. Like, I kind of liked that it took all of your stuff and then forced you to improvise with the skills you had, but none of the equipment. That was cool. But then it just kind of got boring and repetitive. Old World Blues is Fetch Quest Central. Yeah, it really was. The area was cool, the setting was cool, the actual content wasn't. Okay, I think we are good to speed 5 and unpause. Let's go. Demand tribute. We will not be pushed around. hardly pushed away. Billie Jean was born in a brothel, the daughter of a working woman who kept her in an attic and far away from the eyes of patrons. Though she was beloved by the staff, it was few and far between that she was ever able to see the world. Her mother would spend what free money she had on trinkets and gadgets for Billie Jean to use her book-earned brilliance on, all in the hope her daughter may be finding a better life than she ended up living. Eventually, the brothel was attacked by a gang of raiders, the Suits. She fled, taking with her everything she could, making a living by hacking into machines and using them to get her way. Eventually, she found her way to Robot City, and upon hacking into Doki's systems, accidentally befriended the little bastard. Now, she does her best by the machines in the city, gathering what remnants of her past she can, all the livelong while. With any luck, maybe she'll find her mother. New best friend. In 2068, the holodisc game Doki Doki was released in foreign markets by an American publisher. It was primarily a dating simulation game, focused around a relationship with the eponymous Doki. That's me. One such individual within Liberty, Colorado, ended up acquiring a copy, but didn't install it until after the bombs had already dropped, leaving the game on for almost 2 centuries. The city did not sleep, however. For a while, it became a population of, hey, shouldn't I be the one deciding that? Settlers. We want the workshop, and we'll skip that tutorial. However, I would like to do this, but we need 9,000 computer chips to do that, so we will wait. Let's go find Argos, the adventure machine. Eventually, a travelling robot named Argos came to Liberty, whereupon he stumbled across the terminal Doki on it. Amused, he spent some time tinkering with it, giving her sentience so he would have somebody to talk to. The two became quick friends, with Doki learning how to open movies and other applications within the terminal she was hosted on. When Argos left, it was sudden, overnight. Doki had no idea why her friend had gone. Was it her? Or did something happen to them? Whatever the case, she wasn't going to just sit around and find out. He's my best friend. I won't let his memory die. The source of the signal. Out there on the edge of Colorado, a small signal calls out to the world. When Doki began the search, she started simply broadcasting a signal using a terminal. To her surprise, several of other robots arrived, and then more. And she realised between iteration 25 and iteration 26 that she lucked out tremendously. She began communicating and interfacing with the other machines, getting them to help build miscellaneous things around Liberty, including upgrading the nearby radio tower, broadcasting her signal further around the waste. The name Robot City came up at some point, and it stuck with her as the simple and fun option. In her pursuit for Argos, she was immensely driven. But what emotion kept her going? I think that war support did us good last time, because it let us get to war economy quicker. I do need to choose a new focus, and I think we want to do the robotics advancements as quickly as possible. The people of Robot City, they sure are weird, but they're mine. Because I want the industry. Industry! How's the training coming? Almost done. Good. We're getting spare stuff. Not really. But I am going to start training more of these. How many can I get going at once? Oh, loads. Let's get like 4. Washington Brotherhood took 4 states, Olympus Tribals are next. What is the most recent update to Old World Blue? This one. Deadline declared war on Site Y. Now, is Deadline actually going to survive this time around? Probably not. I think it's too aggressive to actually survive. Cost of calculation today was marked by the arrival of more wayward robots. These robots are a model not seen around Colorado for a long time. The C-27 humanoid robot was designed, drawn up by the calculator back when it was still in service. It was assumed that most of the machines had been wiped out many years ago, but every once in a while a few strays have been surviving the ruins of Colorado will surface. A lot of the time they end up scrap metal, but it seems that this group has gotten word of the new calculator that they can serve. C-27 humanoid combat plot. What are those? Oh, right. I need to do this as well. In 24 days. Doctrine. Don't let me forget. These things. Do they count as heavy? Bipedal robots designed before the Great War to pacify nuclear wasteland of thereafter. These units sport a sophisticated sensor network and thick composite plating as well as EMP shielding. Armed with weaponry such as laser miniguns, Gauss pistols and plasma rifles, they are a force to be reckoned with. Yeah! 45 armor, good grief. And we did actually have some Robo-Scorpions before as well, I think. Interesting. Robotics advancements. Reduce ahead of time penalty by a year and give 30% research bonus to the next robotics techs. I bet if we started doing some crazy stuff, we'd figure out how to make more of ourselves. Let's do it! What does this obtain? The last one I saw was the expansion into Canada. So this one reworked some of Lanius's neighbours. So for example, Blue Rose Society has now got content. Ouroboros has had a rework. And then a bunch of things in... Where am I? This area have been reworked. Baggers, Robot City, Iron Alliance, Hangdogs, Luminous Ones, Glowbugs, Black Canyon. Actually, Luminous Ones I'm not sure. Glowbugs and Black Canyon, yes. Sleepers. So it's kind of this area primarily has now got content. So Utah and Colorado. Doctrine research. 12 days. 11! 11! What is Old World Blues? This is basically Hearts of Iron 4 Fallout. Well, basically, this is Hearts of Iron 4 Fallout. You have, for example, the NCR, Caesar's Legion, and other familiar bases like them. And those ones are done. Doctrine. We're doing automated warfare. Let's go. And then some more production things. Because these are still not ahead of time, so definitely construction speed. And work assignments. Yes, because we want the factory output, just raw production. As much as we can get. We actually do have a radar here. Robotics advancements done. Which also reminds me we should start on aircraft research much earlier than we actually did. Let's go for the civilian industry to get the civilian factories. Despite her robotic nature, much of Robot City is sentient, and as such prefers to have some semblance of normalcy to their lives. For example, Gobsmack, the Mr. Handy who lives on the street corner, wants gloves for his arms. Why does he want that? Because he's a free thinker friend, and we support free thinkers. Take a sip of tea as your reward. I remembered! Cheers. Tastes good. Tastes like success. Holmes law is complete. And we go straight on to the next. Yes. Barons Erie declared war on the Northern Khans. Dambusters on Pine Ridge, 80s on Ruby Valley. Binary accounts declared war on Fallen Creed. Some people going to war. Oh, is it buffering again? God damn it. Why does it keep doing this? Because it's not on my end. I'm getting no problems here. Bringing up Twitch so I can check for myself. It was doing this earlier, Macho. It seems to be working right now. Okay. shout at me if it keeps on happening. I'm just going to double check that the settings that I changed stuck. Yeah, they did. It doesn't look like it's me this time around. If others have the same problem, poke me. Had a few earlier, but it's right now. Damn it, why? Okay. 80s took 3 states. Ruby Valley Refuge was annexed. And we can now get our first upgrade. And I think our first upgrade is gonna be Captain of Industry for the civilian. Construction speed and infrastructure construction speed. Old Country declared rot purges. Reclamation Army Depot declared war on the flawed parish. Does the Reclamation Army Depot have content? They. Colonial. Settler, sorry. Military without borders, combat robots, support robots. Oh, and they're right next to Deadline. Yeah, I really am looking forward to them doing this area. I think that this would actually be really interesting to play in. Deadline, Reclamation Army Depot. Last readout sounds interesting. Binary counts. The Order. Civilian industry. Well, let's go with a little bit of both worlds. We can get both arms factories and civilian workshops. Okay. That was weird. Long story short, I'm doing this now. Get a little bit of both. You're wasting time otherwise. I think. Anyway. 100% looking forward to trying Site Y. I would click on them, but they're temporary. Tibbetts Raiders declared war on Black Canyon. Tibbetts, sorry, it's these guys. Yeah, nothing particularly special. Colorado, I think. Yeah, it's just Colorado's focus. Same as them, basically. Black Canyon, however, are do have their own. Oh wow, Black Canyon's huge. I wonder how many focuses these actually are. $33, $34, $35, $36, $37, $38, $39, $40, $41, $42, $43, $44, $45, $46, $47, $48, $49, $50, $51, $52, $53, $54, $55, $56, $58, $59, $60, $1, $2, $3, $4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that was 70. I've lost count already. It's actually remarkably hard to count on stream. 70-ish. Uh, 90. 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 127, which is roughly 2/3 the size of a regular, older focus tree in Hoi. I think the Netherlands was like 190. Yeah, I thought game music sounded louder this time around for some reason. Turn that down. Tibbet's basically a faction within Black Canyon that decided to rebel. Aha! Far from home, today was marked by the arrival of more wayward robots. At first, they were mistaken for a pack of rat scorpions. All are welcome here. So we now got the scurry scavenger bots, which are... Oh, they're not the robo-scorpions. Scurry bot. 10 armor. 21 production, 55 hardness. What the hell is a scurry bot? Maybe not something that we can actually make. Doesn't look like it. Troll Warren declared war on something. This is Doki Doki's song. Oh yeah, it is. Doki Doki Blues. Nice. A little bit of both worlds. I think we should solidify an industry. Keep on down that path. We're done? Gee, that was quick. Wait, you mean we're not done? Dang, I mean, for you, that sucks. I get to sit here and watch you do it. That's kind of fun. For me. Are all of these upgrades in Robot City? Yes. Okay, so that's why Robot City had so many build slots. Fair enough. I'll allow it. Lanius took out Blue Rose Society. Deadline declared war on on the Counts and on the Dam Busters. Dam Busters, what are they? Down here somewhere. Up here. Dam Busters. Raiders? Violent bastards. Vault Dwellers. Oh, okay, so that is actually a vault. Powerhouse of the North. That gang. Minutemen. Far from the East Coast, are we? Still a very long way. I kind of wish they would do the East Coast and then fill in the middle bit. Will building forts help at all? Yes, probably. The problem that we had last time is we fought the war against Maxon first and wasted a bunch of resources trying to do that. Because I kept on trying to push across, which I absolutely shouldn't. Like, our strength at this stage of the game is just holding our position. And that's honestly what we should have just been doing, is just try to hold our position. Is Maxon already at war with somebody? They are. They're fighting Scorpion's Bite. And that's also trying to get across a river, so good luck. Okay, we've successfully solidified the industry. Let's go ahead and get that military industry. Our military industry would... Shut up! Nobody cares. We know it'd be good for us. Oh, I didn't mean any offence. Wait a second. Who even are you? Where are you talking from? Some questions are best left unanswered. Yes, I'm sensing a bit of a split personality here, Doki Doki. And we can also get another upgrade. We are a long way away from being able to upgrade properly. Last time we got Steel Soldiers, which does come with the robot research speed buff, which is nice. And we definitely do want to have some kind of secondary weapons with our robots. Probably not right now, but soon. Do we have anything else construction-y which would be useful? Not particularly. I mean, plus 15% infrastructure speed would be nice. But I do feel like that's going to be a bit wasted. We could try for the aircraft designer. Victoria Flyers. Would give us the faster research speed. No, we need to actually do the aircraft research first. We could also try to do training to get the extra organization and stuff. That's not a terrible idea. Local leaders, this gives us more planning. Mutants. I got to this for free. Oh no, this is recruitment. No, sorry. This one I was thinking. Yeah, we start on Wasteland Economy. And we need 30% more support to do this. That's not that difficult to get. Where did we get that from? There. So maybe I just save political power right now. Robco! Today was marked by the arrival of more wayward robots. This group was most offensive to the ears out of any so far, made up entirely of iBots. They're all tuned to different radio stations. Dozens of post-war talk shows, pre-war music radios, adverts, static, you name it. The iBots together made something of a hellish symphony. And one of the first things the denizens of Robot City did was turn many of their speakers off for them. With that horrible noise died down, it was decided that having iBots around could certainly be useful. Message couriers, moving radios, particularly old robots even started to experiment with the idea of communicating through them. But why on earth would you need to do something like that? We get 75 free CNCs. And they're the upgraded version. So with that, I probably don't need to make any more CC bots for a while. We'll keep them for now. Have I started the doctrine research? Yes. Yes, I have. Right there. And you guys also need to upgrade. So I wanted you to be a negotiator for the extra planning. And robotics expert for the robotics upgrades. You wanted robotics expert for robotics upgrades. And inspirational. Oh, and we have the credits now to start scavenging. Military industry is done. Excellent. So now we're going to go for affairs abound just for the war support. All around the world, there are weird things going on. Let's talk about that. And this is a Hoi 4 developer, right? Yes, I am. I made Belgium. And Congo. Yes, I do need infantry equipment for scavenging. I think I will go about that the same way that I did last time. First of all, though, international market, I'm just going to auto-accept that. Second of all, I'm going to go in here, and then here, gun runners. We're just going to buy 15k worth of the cheap stuff. Order of St. George declared war on Dundon. Manifest. Gateway declared war on the Confederacy. Island Watch took out Farson. Deadline's going even more crazy. I feel like Deadline's going to be another Troll Warren type nation. But Belgium isn't real. Alright, so we've got those. I think we want to get improvised tools for the production efficiency cap. These are too far ahead of time. We could get the organised agriculture for the pop grade, pop growth, and I do think we want to get that early. 6 more days until we get that war support, and it'll be at 31, so we'll immediately be able to go up one, which will be lovely. That'll get our industry kicking off a little bit more quickly. Go affairs about done. And with that, we are going to go to Wasteland Economy and fund the army. Oh. Okay. I think now we want to go and talk to the ciphers to get their upgrades. Wait, we can do this as well. Warden must have woken up. Hey, wait a second. I'm starting to get a weird feeling about all of this. What the heck are they doing over there? Because you are indeed fighting Warden. Your huddled masses. Today was marked by the arrival of more wayward robots, this bunch being a motley sort of scrap bots cobbled together from spare parts, scrap metal, jury-rig weaponry. More of the CNCs too. So emboldened dogs. Now, I apparently don't actually get a CB against them. So maybe I should do emboldened dogs and then home defense. To have that preparation in place so I don't scramble for it again. As much as I want to get to the ciphers, I think protecting ourselves is more important. They want a piece of me? Ha! Ha! I'll show them what for. Well, hang on. Because if I do this, I'm blocked off from the Warden of Colorado. So maybe I don't do that until they actually start fabricating on us. Yeah, let's do our place in Colorado. We stand to offer a lot to Colorado. Let's make the best of it. And with that in mind, I should... So we're still training nicely. Ouroboros declared war on old bones. Rock Purges took 5 states. And you guys have now pushed over that river. So Maxon might be even stronger this time around. Which will be fun. Although they may also have lost a bunch of their power suits and things, so maybe they won't be as strong. Hand declared war on Lone Star. Oh, right. It's saying that you are now actually ready to deploy, so let's go ahead and deploy you readily. Black Canyon took 2 states. Tibet Raiders were annexed. selection's getting better. We could set up some more arms workshops in Robot City. Let's do that. Although I do still have the factory construction speed penalty. I think getting to the well-equipped army is going to be more important. So you know what? Keep working on the infrastructure, that's fine. Cypher's declared war on the Foragers. Texan Brotherhood declared war on Carthaginians. Alright, so Cyphers are going to war with people. That's not good, because the last thing I want is for them to die. Which is why we're going our place in Colorado, so good. The human question. A question too important to be answered off-screen. Probably. And we have enough political power for another decision point. At which point I think we probably do want to get steel soldiers. Resistor. It's less than a year. But I think that's probably too slow. What I probably want to be doing is making a decision about this stuff. Now, one of the ones I was really considering was the maintenance company. So I can get the equipment capture return. But I also want to be able to just do more damage. Which would be either you, or you. Anti-tank rifle, combined arms platoon. What's that? What does it use? It just gives you bonuses against forts and urban. And hefty penalties everywhere else. And penalties to everything else. They seem terrible. So these things do have some piercing. I think anti-tank is too strong for what we are after. What I might do is these. Because you have, yeah, 30 piercing. How strong is the armor of power armor? 20. 30. So Wasteland would be too strong, but anything up to Scavenged, the heavy rapid capacitor weapons would deal with. No, close air support. We are Air Force. Air Force, Air Force, Air Force. Do I even have the tech level for support weapons? Yes, I do actually. Okay. Seed selection we could do, but I think I'm going to get recycling. Well, no. Let's get armor hardening instead. So we can work on getting police protectrons sooner rather than later. Lanius took out Archdiocese of Santa Fe. Lord Parish took out Reclamation Army. There we go. Reclamation Authority is ready. So let's start sending out some scavengers. With standard kit, no orders. I should probably actually buy you, like, motorized or something so you have a higher success chance. That's not actually a bad idea. For the next one... chop chop? Do bikes count for that? They probably do. 25k though, that's pricey. Do bikes count as motorized? Mordred, turns out if I get my bedsheet stolen in the middle of the night, I won't be covered. It's a blanket exception. Ah, oh, terrible. So for purposes of scavenging, do bikes count as motorized? By the way, for pure robot armies, the text below the scrapbot are really useful for organization. Yes, I know. Wait, scrapbot. Is that what I'm thinking? Yes, these ones. Yes, it is. I know. Right, and they're not... Oh, yes, they are time locked. Yeah, I'm still going to do this one, then these. Because I want to make sure I get my ahead of time bonus where I need it most, which is to get to that. They do. Perfect. Alright, let's go and buy some really expensive bikes. The next group of scavengers we will send out, we'll have them. (215th) took 3 states. Sons of Cargo were annexed. Navarro territories were annexed by somebody. Kaisar's Legion took 4 states. What am I lacking? And is it rivets? It is rivets. Exploration for Technology. The head gun runners has asked us to sponsor a scavenging party into a ruined research facility nearby. They think there's a large trove of old world equipment that will allow them to develop new processes and maintain an edge in the market. In return for the sponsorship, they will share the knowledge gained with us, though there is a chance the party is deterred or worse by facility defences. Our current equipment should be up to the challenge. Can't. Bound to our next. The human question. The question that befuddled the citizens of Robot City today was a simple one, and a necessary one to answer before reaching out to the wastes. Were humans okay in a city literally called Robot City? The question, silly as it was, left Doki pondering for days on end. At least that's how the 12 seconds it took her to answer it felt like to her. Wow, that was a weird sentence. Left Doki pondering for days on end. At least that's how the 12 seconds it took for her to answer felt like to her. At least that's how the 12 seconds it took for her to answer felt like. Yeah, I don't think it needs the to her. So we can either get the 2,000 local population for Rivet City, or we can take the political power, but less Rivet City local pop. I think I'm going to take the local pop. How much do we have here? 30k. Actually quite a lot. Another fine in this man's Another fine day in this man's army. Today was marked by the arrival of more wayward robots. At first glance, it appears a small army of Mr. Gutsies, but closer inspection revealed that more than half of them were just Mr. Handy's painted green and putting on bad American accents. Right, so, what are we going to get? All are welcome here. Paused? Yes. Blasto Mark IIs! Damn! That's these guys. 9 years ahead of time. They were the real deal. I'm going to save, because we've had some absurd luck when it comes to the free robots. Way better than the previous time around. Right. Friends in Colorado. Colorado is a big, strange place. Time to make some friends. Or enemies, it doesn't really matter. And we can also get one of these. What do we need for the well-equipped army? 50% more support. Yeah, we're a long way from that. What are these? Intranet enabled. Robot research speed, stability, daily command power, resistance target. Support research, resources to market, maximum command power increase, resistance growth, core creation. Electronics tech, daily command power, resistance target. I think intranet's enough. They are all different, they're not like upgrades. I do still like the idea of getting some training for that extra organization. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. Training. Automated warfare. Aha, doctrine. See, already we've gotten further than with doctrines previously, basically. I've come to the conclusion I have no idea what I'm doing on Old World Blues anymore. It used to be somewhat consistent with Brotherhood of Steel, but then they changed to be tall, and frankly I don't like relying on off-map faction decisions, locking out 80% of my focus tree. I didn't even know that had changed. Master Control Program was also the bad guy in the first Tron movie. Ah. Deadline declared war on again. Somebody else. They look to be in quite serious trouble, however. Don't think they're going to be surviving for much longer. Meanwhile, the Maxon expedition has taken out their neighbour. Hangdogs are still fighting Warden. Long battle, that one. Langenberg declared war on Manitoba. It's the Civil War. Here we go. Maxon? Maxon. Seem to have units other than the scrap box. Glider, done. Let's make sure that you have some orders as well. And this time around, we're not attacking. We're just going to sit here and defend. If I need to send them reinforcements, I will be in a position to do so. Friends in Colorado, done. Deadline took 2 states. Dambusters ran next. I keep thinking they're south of me, but they're not. They're north. You may actually survive, because you took out the guys north of you. The Ciphers. The Ciphers are a group dedicated to memorizing pre-war material, similar to those geezers in power armor on the border, but less honky-tonk. Aha. Now I want to get motorized flight. That's just ahead of time. So you know what? Wait, I don't actually need to research these. I can just go bloop, bloop, bloop. Right. Yeah. Motorized flight or barrage balloons. I'll start it. I'm just getting this. Order took 8 states. Deadline was annexed. Okay, never mind. I want to put one more of each of these on the border. So I have that extra unit to move in and reinforce. Living Hope is actually an extra large province. Looks like it should be cut in half, but does not. And you are moving to Living Hope. Perfect. And we are not attacking. We're just going to let them attack us. And I put my best divisions here so that they take the most damage. Conscious decision. Also, we should get the most experience for those units. There's just these two. Ah, you two are newbies. Right. So be it. Robco! Again! Alright, we do not need to be making any of these for a while. Just get the scrap bots. Rogue Rangers took 3 states. Guardians are our next. Because we actually have 200 CNC bots now. Kaisar's Legion declared war on Valdelio. We are, however, going to need more of these. So let's get another 5 in training. Ciphers. Done. So we get the research speed, or we can get the advanced electronics. I think I want to get the research speed. Fuel and other bare necessities helping the ciphers makes us lose nothing. That being said, they promise to return the favour in time. Spy network, we actually get a free agency with one of our focuses. So I am going to wait on that. I'm also going to wait until we get attacked, because then I think I can do well-equipped army just for being at war. Or at least the defensive war should give me war support. Improvised tools. Alright, those are now caught up, so that's still 84 days. I think I want to get the MSOR now. Oh, and you finished training. Fantastic. Now you just need to dig in. Ejecito declared war on Petrochico. Scavengers found something. Old world economic theories. 180 days of more caps. And everyone returned home. Cool. I also want to sue you. Make sure the frontline units get the new stuff first. Old Darcy's Tumult. Oh no. Chapter. So you immediately declared war on me. And you're immediately starting to push me here. Are you really? Yes, because your organization stinks. Why is my organization so low? Well, let's get the well-equipped army. And that means I can now start making factories, which I will do immediately. And then I guess that means I'm going to need to put... Shit, stop. Let me just move. Pushed at all. That's fine. Did I lose any progress? No, I didn't. So let's get the Tales from Mesa Verde so we can strengthen the friendship and get that research slot. The mnemonic is an old man with many stories. Giving them a listen would make for a good night. That's green. That's what I like to see. White legs declared war on timekeepers. Alright, now we have 2 units in this fight. And that, I think, is probably going to be enough. I can't pierce their armor. They can pierce mine, however. They are using laser weapons. They're actually annoyingly well equipped. For now. Whether that's just their, like, starting equipment, I don't know. Followers of the Apocalypse. That does lose me war support. But keeping them out is also a problem. Yes, we're a refuge. We'll allow them. Lining us to 3 states. That's what I want to see. So how many divisions do I need to effectively guard this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minimum more. So I need to recruit all of these just to guard this line and face off against Maxim at the same time. Alright. Ah yes, 3 fighters. I will certainly accept your divisions, thank you. Although you're probably just going to suicide the entire enemy. Well, good luck to you. Just keep on trying to encourage them to attack us. Especially with their heavy units. Definitely need to do some things to increase our organization, though. I think once we've got Mesa Verde and the research slot, we should get the robot upgrades. In fact, we should probably do those first. So there's a bunch of focuses which are for that. Strathcomian took 7 states. Lloyd's Ministry was our next. The hell is that? No trucks. Who is that? Sundogs, the Scarlet Chariots. Huh. Did we get everyone back? Not yet. The Den declared war on New Reno. Okay. Let's move some of the assault bots over on that side. Yeah, there we go. That's a more reasonable kill death. I've lost 5 men, they've lost 115. I'm okay with this. Right, let's get these combat upgrades, division organization, and also research speed. Listen, between you and me, just put explosive rounds. Don't do anything else. It's all anyway. Just put some boomies in there and hope for the best. This is my boomstick. We could put some defenses on Maxon River, that's true. $2,000 each. No, I think I'm going to focus on getting the industries in. Let's still fighting Warden, but Warden doesn't look like they're doing too hot anymore. Hang on, if I go on the pro-Warden path down this way, does that actually get me in their faction? No. Oh, it doesn't. Another thing I want to check is equipment losses over the past 12 months. They've lost 4 suits of power armor, 15 chariots, 17 fire team weapons, 14 anti-tank guns, a bunch of infantry equipment, and 1 dynamite. I have apparently lost chariots. Somehow. And infantry equipment and anti-tank weaponry, and fire team weaponry. How? Attrition has been hurting me too, apparently. Ah, right. Outposts, the cheaper version. Yes, thank you. I forgot there were different types. Come from Kaiserreich, it's the mod deeper and more fun. I wouldn't say it's deeper, I'd say it's probably on par. More fun? Again, probably on par. It's very different. It's like comparing... Mountain Blade to Total War. Your huddled masses today was marked by the arrival of more wayward robots. We got some more scrap bots and more CNCs. Alright. Definitely welcoming the scrap bots. Now, one of these, frontline operative, gives division attack and organization, which we definitely need. What are we up to? 49. Still feels low. Swords of Haman took 3 states. Historians are our next. Makeshift squad automatic weapons. That was quick. And then I definitely want to... it's 2 years ahead of time. What's your armor pierce? 18. It would help. So yeah, we probably should get some fire team support. I think my laundry may have just finished. Frontline platoons. Does that include rivets? Yes, it does. Maybe we want warrior training. No, you know what? We want coordination and reinforced speed. We want that. Alright, let me just go and sort out my laundry. I will be back in about 3 minutes. If you need to stretch your legs, grab a drink. Here's a good opportunity for you. Back in a moment. Okay, and I'm back. Is this a restart? Yes, yes it is.
Huzzah!
I can't see my notifications because of where that was. Davidius coming in with a 34-month resubscription. Thank you very much for that, Davidius. 2 more months until 3 years. Yes, you're getting very close. Three fighters throwing themselves out. And this time they actually sent me regular fighters, not the militia units, which is awfully nice of them. You are starting to inflict some damage on that power armor guy. That's good to see. And we can deploy another unit. That is also good to see. Just make sure you're trained up to scratch. You should be gaining some really good experience. Yes, you are. That's good. Troll Warren took 4 states. Ripbreakers were annexed. And this time, Washington Brotherhood doesn't look like they're going to die to the cause. Like they did last time. Okay, so now we can get the Protectron Mark II. This is 200 days. It is 3.7 years ahead of time. But I'm going to do it. Because that's going to be quite a big upgrade. What kind of manpower are they using? They have about 500 men left. So if I can inflict twice more what they've done here, then they're going to start being in trouble. They definitely have more industry this time around. With the dogs take 3 states. Baggers were annexed. Perhaps I need to do one of these. How many goes that? Not very. So here we go, strengthening our friendship. Let's get that research slot now. With a partnership established, the Ciphers and Robot City can go forward with widened horizons on both. Attacks and Brotherhood declared war on the Desperados. Oh, they actually forced one of my units back. But we do seem to be holding out fine this time around. In fact, go to Living Hope and we'll move you across. What's your doing? Let's move you now. There we go. MacArthur took 8 states, Stormongers were annexed, so MacArthur took everything that time around. Meanwhile, our production's looking decent. We actually got one of the military factories built already. Mojave Territory is declared on the Mojave Brotherhood. White Legs took 4 states, time to keep us annexed. White Legs are going to be getting a bit scary. Kaisar's Legion took 7 states, Bordelia Ranchers are gone. The Scavenger's done yet. Almost! And they are back. Oh, it's on repeat! Ah! Didn't realise that. That's nice. So the fact that we are actually getting equipment out to these new divisions is good, because it means we are staying ahead of the track in terms of losses. Motorized flight, however, is done. It is time to get the triplane attacker. Why can't I get this? Oh, that requires barrage balloons, but this does not require bomb gliders. That's interesting. And also a bit weird. But okay. Starting to do some longer-term technologies here. I hope that doesn't screw us. The followers establish themselves. We do lose that war support, which is a bit annoying. getting to every cap for the army is going to be more expensive, although that requires 60% more attention, which we are not at. We can probably speed for this now. Well, we're just holding. New Reno and the Den have signed a white peace. Mojave took 3 states. Mojave Trapdoor is annexed. The Siege of Hidden Valley! After days of siege and relentless fighting, Hidden Valley has fallen. Mojave territories have been able to take the extensive bunker network of Hidden Valley, though pockets of isolated resistance still exist. Fighting to the last man, it's unsure if this victory was truly a victory for the Mojave territories. Was it worth the price that was paid in blood for this land? They're up to 340 losses. We've now lost 200. So the casualties they're inflicting have increased, which I don't like. Strengthening our friendship with Cypher is done. We steal a Gek from Diana. We are so screwed if she ever finds out. I think right now, though, I want to continue getting these upgrades. Support upgrades. Research speed, hit points, and division defense. I think a good support upgrade would be to have more explosive and hateful protectrons. My experts tell me that's unsustainable. Though... And we also got our 5th slot, which we can use to get barrage balloons and the biplane fighters. The casualties might include volunteers. You know what? I think it does. Because the losses certainly do. And the free fighters have been absolutely just throwing themselves at their enemy. Ejecito Mexicano took 4 states. Petro Chico was our next. They have 3 power armor divisions here. 4. They have 4 power armor divisions here. Robco calling. More CNC bots. But that's 3 times we've had that. Like, we have so many iBots that the older CNC bots are just in surplus at this point. To be fair, they start with 2, so only really recruited 1, then the volunteer. But still, that's a lot. How's your experience? 65. Okay. Combat language. Nice. We have a 50% ahead of time bonus for vacuum tubes. I think we should use it for vacuum tubes. Let's go! Bone Dancers took 4 states. How are we doing with the production? Slowly. Lanius Cohort took 4 states. Executives are our next. Okay. I'd still like to think that we've lost next to nothing. 95 robots total to 604 enemy losses. Meanwhile, the free fighters are having a whale of a time. Support upgrades done. Nice. Right, I should do the military grade plating now as well, which gives me the defense, the armor, and the division attrition reduction on scrap bots. Wow! Even a missile didn't break it! I wish I could be missile proof. And if you think I don't need that, you'll be the first to go when I legalize the death penalty. I won't do that, but imagine. Does hurt me that Maxim's default template sucks so much. Infantry is 3 in from no support. Power armor is just 4 power armor, no support. No lie, their militia is the best unit they can build for attack. Their power armor still pack a main punch. Central Brotherhood of Steel Order and 1 that can send volunteers at unlimited range to any other chapter or expedition. That's pretty nice. What group is that? Lost Hills, I assume? Yeah, those guys. Lost Hills Logistics. Volunteer tension limit minus 100%. Division required for sending volunteers minus 90. Special forces minimum capacity plus 50. Diplomacy distance plus 100,000. Can only lend lease or send volunteers to Brotherhood countries? Yes. If you own resistance, this idea also adds 2 counterintelligence and 1 crypto strength. Oh, it does have cryptography. Which is what the encryption decryption is. And I do have a bonus to decryption. That one. That one's the intelligence agency, so maybe I should actually do that. Lost Hills is 5 power armor, 1 field scribe support, which is like all other support divisions rolled together. Oh, nice. Standing Rock declared war on Marshall Republic. Yeah, it does kind of look like Lost Hills have had a rework at some point, because I don't remember them working that way in the past, though I've never actually played them. At least I don't think I did. March of the Protectrons! Today was marked by the arrival of more wayward robots, a procession of Protectrons marching a 1 mile long, marching in silence save for the whirs and thuds of their servoed legs on dirt. Medics, firefighters, police bots, and even a few Nucatrons were present. It was good they arrived when they did. Shortly after entering town, a fire sprung out one of the communal homes. The police bots cordoned the area off, while Bot, part of the fire brigade, fought the inferno. One of the medical bots even charged, waddled into the blaze to save people trapped inside. In light of their heroism, it would only be right to bring these bots into the fold. What I get. Ooh, police bots. Ooh. And also human targeting firmware. Dynamic tactics integration. Yes, please. Still only 2 experience. White legs declared war on Tar Walkers. How's the training coming along? Getting there. Barrage balloons. Let's get the biplane fighter. Can we push? We are not pushing Kalinas. That was the downfall of our nation last time. I'm conserving as much support robots as I can, so that I can field as many divisions as I can against hangdogs. Military grade plating. That was this one. Broken Hearts Gang, manpower, political stuff. I think I probably do want to have those. Probably also want to get Emboldened Dogs at some point. We get some of these too, they're quite powerful upgrades. And those. But for now, let's go and get the army upgrades. Protocols, programs! Oh my. There are several protocols scattered within the ruins of the city. Scavenging for them will undoubtedly help rehabilitate many of the populace. 17 days until that finishes. Also, we have some more units to deploy. By more units, I mean we have another unit to deploy. How am I doing, KO? I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing? Loss was puppeted. What a great loss. What can I do to reduce the malices from Machine Commune? Not sure. Machine Commune is also why I keep getting free machines. I think it's just flavor. Yeah, it's just a flavor thing. I have those penalties because I get free stuff. And honestly, the free stuff is really nice. Like, they are the reason I've just straight up stopped producing CNC bots now. How's my factory production? My factory is done. Up to 62,000 ducats is. We're a day away from this. And we are done. Found nothing, but we're going to start a scavenging mission. Oh, that was standard equipment. No motorized. Despite the fact that we have chariots and bicycles. Texan Brotherhood took 4 states. Desperados are our next. Okie dokie. Watson is very nearly dead. A huddle far from those who pry. A dozen or so slender figures sit among the round table illuminated by buzzing incandescent light bulbs hanging low over the room. A handpicked cabinet of trusted advisors gathered to relay the latest rumours and happenings to the executive. The narrow slits betray a desire to do whatever it takes to climb the ladder before someone else in that room gets the chance to pull it up behind them. Punishing a criminal. Another day, another underground press brought to heel. On this particular occasion, the scruffy kids managing the operation put up quite the fight, killing one of the officers sent to the scene and likely injuring 2 more, a regrettable loss for the nation. At the very least, these martyrs have given us a lead to the clearly rampant firearms smuggling ring. For the killers, well, the punishment for misinformation and propaganda ranges. This one's a fairly open and shut case. Not only is execution in order, but we displayed on our highest settlement for everyone to see the crimes clearly and explicitly laid out for those who doubt us in silence. Should give the troublemakers pause for thought, at least for a while. So we can gain stability and war support, army experience, or computer chips. Oh, stability and war support, 100%. Speaking of which, we can also get an upgrade. In fact, we're not far off. No, we still need the 60% more attention. We're at 21, so that's a while. We could get the Homestead Defender for the cheaper outpost construction. Fighter production, air mission efficiency. Oh, hang on. We're about to get aircraft. We should get the aircraft designer. It's time for Victoria Flyers now. Because we are 68 days away from that. Now this is the old school way of doing design companies. We have to apply them first, and then research the technology. Wait, no, they apply in... I think they changed that to retroactive. I might be wrong. MIOs is just nicer. I really wish they would use MIOs. Yellowstone is playable, yeah. NCR declared we're on the divide. Yellowstone. There. First ecologist sea bastion. In Yellowstone. Sea bastion. This is just a settlers focus tree though. Roach Sprawl declared war in Vault Phase 7. Criticals programs, oh my. Done, so let's go and get the army training presentations. In our time, several Mr. Gutsies have come through the city. Why not have them instill a sense of strategy and military thought in our soldiers? So that's a good idea. Oh man, you are really holding out way better this time around than you did last time. Let's go ahead and... Oops, I did not mean to deploy both. One of these is going to be rather weak. So we should still have 2 gaps in our line. 1, 2. But our units this time around are significantly stronger than they were previously. We've now inflicted 800 casualties. They are almost out of manpower. Good. The fighters don't seem to have lost as much as I kind of expected they would have either. Oh, Blues is retroactive since a few updates ago, yes. I vaguely remembered them doing that. 300 support robots behind. Good. Hangdogs took 3 states, Warden was annexed. There we are. So now I think we can expect Hangdogs to come for us soon, TM. 40 days and we can start building triplanes. Whether I have the industry to support that is another question. So they are fairly consistently attacking us. Yeah, our experience gain here is quite high though. Speaking of which, you've hit level 4, congrats. And at level 4... Idiot Savant was the one I wanted you to get for the supply consumption reduction. Although, I must admit, I am really tempted by Rooted for the extra entrenchment. We do seem to be mostly defensive. Bloody Mess does have demolition support. We may well use demolition support. Yeah, let's go for Rooted. I know that entrenchment's quite powerful. Meanwhile... we get the high... No, I never actually researched it. But I can get fire teams. And for that, I might actually just buy them. they are going to be higher level equipment, aren't they? Saw. Requires 35 opinion. Their opinion's currently -8. I don't seem able to recover that. Ah, I could get the agriculture experts. I think I will. Follow influence. Oh! That's new. Civilian factories. Oh, I should have been doing that all along. Do that one too. Another fine day in this man's army. What I get, what I get, what I get, what I get. Mr. Handies, they are the tier ones. Okay. I mean, we got stupidly lucky, so it's fine. Organization request, increase production capacity. Various economical partners established in the trade hubs have submitted a request to increase our military production. If we are to fulfill the quotas, our economists estimate 11 military factories will be required. Sheridan Lake, we can get 2 more there, which would get us to the 11. You know what? Yes. And then we have one of these. We get the defensive protocols, which is division defense and production cost reduction, or division attack. I think we want the attack. The ability to just do more damage is more good for us. Despite the advantages of a defensive protocol set may offer, some argue that we should take the fight to the enemies first, to attack them before they attack us. Going over 60 influence and they make demands. Ah, okay. Ah, you have to sell stuff to the organization to recover it. Thank you, Basis. Well, I am looting stuff. Although not a lot. I can sell them the bikes back. Oh no, that's not the gun runners. That was one of the others. So maybe I do want to consider putting maintenance companies in my unit so I can be stealing equipment. Attack works on both offense and defense, yes. I mean, technically, so it does. No. Defense is only on the defense because Breakthrough replaces it on the offense. Ruminators took 6 states. Jacksons were annexed. Nitsapi declared war on the Cult of Liberty. Okay, now we're starting to get some more of those. That's good, that's good. Maintenance core would work well for rebuffing reliability anyway, cut the attrition down, also nice buffs to dig in. Wait, really? No. No entrenchment. They do give a fair number of hit points. No, entrenchment has always been engineers, which I guess don't exist in this. That's interesting. Huh. Bombardment reduces entrenchment. Nuclear artillery. Ooh, howitzers. Boomers! Come on! That's made for them! Strat bombers and the howitzers. Come on! Boomers! MacArthur took 4 states. Yellowstone was annexed. Texan Brotherhood on Gator Moor. Ciphers on Circle Junction. So the ciphers are kind of going a bit gung-ho. Circle Junction. So where are the ciphers then? Ouroboros. Oh no, that's Old Bones. Ouroboros look like they're doing quite well. Ooh, dangerous. Right next to Caesar's Legion. Yeah, good luck. And there's Circle Junction. And Twin Mothers. Wait, I was literally looking at Ouroboros, now it's due south of it. Okay. It kind of looks like Maxon's expedition has stopped attacking us quite so en masse. Right, plane attacker. Time to start getting some close air support going. Is there any industry to be done? Yes, yes, there definitely is. Let's get clay working for the construction. And let's also put 2 factories. Try playing attackers. Actually short on water because of this. Offensive protocols, that was this stuff. Water can be upgraded from here. Water helps people, why not robots? Doesn't actually give us water though. Oh, that one does. Okay, Machine City. Robot City isn't exactly prime destination for anyone other than a bunch of rivets. Which is awesome, but it could be even better, as Doki claims. Police Protectrons. Capture the Warren! The mutant armies of the Troll Warren have fallen to the Marrow Drinkers, with the FEV-filled caves surrounding Crater Lake becoming military occupied by the invading force. With mutants within the Warren being forced to flee their homes in retreat, is there any future for the mutant kind in the far north now? I mean, they only lost the Warren. Everything else they still have. But we have Police Protectrons now, which is pretty awesome. Let's get automation. And let's also switch to production of Police Protectrons, because hello! Metal Mouths took 9 states. Cult of Liberty were our next. Vacuum tubes, that was research, that's at a time. Smoke signals, however, is not. Oh, decryption might be why I can see so much intel on you. Only 20%. You still have manpower. Funding the army, discourage traders. What's the recruitment? Knights. 6% recruitable pop. I'm at 3.5. Ejecito Mexicano declared war on Alamo. Halfway done with you lot. White Legs took 8 states. Tar Walkers are back. I'm really tempted to move. He's back over here. To encourage Maxim to actually attack us some more. There we go. Scavengers found something! Infantry tech research. Cool. Rogue Rangers declared war on TV Town. Meanwhile, veterans. Sycamore Knights and the other Knights. But yeah, Maxim finally decided to attack when I do that. Alright. Gene City. Let's get rootin' tootin' farming. Say, partner, I sure love this whole farming business. Uh-huh. Lift it real good. Heavy lifter bots. Can't use you yet. Today was marked by the arrival of more wayward robots. Industrial bots are gathered up from various construction sites, warehouses and factories across the Midwest. Robotic forklifts, box movers, tow bots, and all other manner of massive working-class automatons. The head robot, known as the foreman, was pretty quick to hash out a deal over his flock. They'd get a place to stay, and they'd work in Doki's factories for the privilege. Misspelled. Go. Ring dogs. Ring dogs. It was inevitable. 6 days. Let's cancel you. And get emboldened dogs and then home defense 101. They want a piece of me, huh? Huh? Also, I would like to have local sheriff for the division defense and attack on core territory. Pretty pleased with the cherry on top. And I could probably do another one. Oh, I should have done this ages ago. Automated warfare research speed and army experience gain. Only plus 100. Done. Arroyo declared on Ooze land. Reno took 2 states. Bolden Dog's done. Let's do Home Defense 101. We got tons of guys who would love to build us supports. I mean, they're literally made to do that. Why not give them a go? That is very true. Right, let's build some outposts. I built the wrong thing. God damn it. It's supposed to be military fabrications. Oh, it's going to be really slow. Shit. Dakota chapter took 12 states, Marshall of the Republic took 1, Standing Rock was our next. Chief of Army. Division Defense and Max Entrenchment. That sounds like it's probably useful for me. Still 120 robots short. How long do I have to do this? 102 days. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that in time. Because of how much time I lost. 29th of January. That is 30, 60, 90 days. Yeah, it's not a chance. That is really annoying. Because that was absolutely doable, and now I'm going to lose 15 organization with everyone. Which means I'm not going to be able to buy any weapons at all, ever. Cool. Also, Doctrine. Yes, I would love to have a robot perk, please. Well, maybe I should have done some of these. Yeah, I probably should have. Might have made a boo-boo there. Yeah, Hope probably does need another unit. Just don't really want to pull it off of my front line. Biplane fighter. Dedicated mechanics then. We should be in quite a bit of a stronger position this time around, though. I hope. Ouroboros took 3 states, Old Bones ran next, automation is done. That is 4 years ahead of time. That is 2 years ahead of time. That's only 188 days, because I have a 75% bonus. Make it known. Plus the organization and research focuses each 2 is a really strong branch. Yeah, I know. Stop doing that. And I think I probably want the early bonuses against them, so let's do I Have an Idea. Listen, I know how this sounds, okay, but it could work. I don't know how we do it, but I'm saying I feel confident. Pushing the shit out of this position. And that one. Let's go defensive. Hit them with an early stop. There we go. I Have an Idea is done. So now I just hope that I can inflict some early casualties on them. Hanging the dogs politely. I'm just kidding. I don't like when people try to kill me, to be honest. But I'm pretty good at returning favours. Now, I do have a lot of command power, so I can press that button a lot. Twin Mothers free Nor. The Twin Mothers, as a tribe, have seemed to have taught their last lesson. Lanius' forces filling the valley and taking control of the sacred temples and fields. When the time came to finally bring Diana herself out for questioning, the Legion was left empty-handed. Diana would have opened up her true home in paradise to Wastelanders and Twin Mother refugees seeking to heal from the injuries they took and prepare the defense against further legionary attacks. Fall of Twin Mothers. The Twin Mothers tribe has inflicted a catastrophic loss by the bloody hands of Lanius' cohort. The warriors fought bravely, yet as brave as they were, they eventually had to retreat. Diana watches from afar, a burning anger growing. She will pull this back. Or at least that's what she tells herself. But will she? So now I could do some of these. Oh, we haven't done Tribe Destroyed yet. I think we probably will soon, though. And then the other big question is... I have a plane! Oh, I do have an airfield. Haha! I have an air force. No, 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 no. You don't. Go there. Ah! They pushed! Damn it! Don't know that I'm going to hold that position either. Lose Bruce, I lose the water supply. We're from the end of the world. That's not ideal. Hardness, soft attack, or breakthrough and soft attack? Probably breakthrough. Sorry, hardness. Nutrition, defense on core. We're defending a lot on core, so maybe October Revolution. I don't even want to know how we got here. Oh, it's the October Revolution. I was like, hang on, that didn't look right. Okay, that's funny. Ahead of time, not very much. Here, which is more concerning. You know what? Pull you guys back. Okay, I'm reviewing here. You guys are pulling back. Well, 37 was our next. We've inflicted 1,000 casualties. We've taken 1,000 casualties. But again, I'm fairly sure that that is mostly the free fighters, because I have definitely not lost nearly that many. And we seem to have lost our aeroplane already. Hasn't been the decisive element I was kind of hoping it would be. You know what? You lot come down to Robot City and take the train. Let's just get you away a bit faster. If I could hold on to Brewster itself, that would be nice. But I'm not convinced that that's going to be possible. Dedicated mechanics. Heavy lift is too far ahead of time. Improved manufacturing, however, 45 days. Let's do this. Here's a silly place to defend. So we can try. Way out of the land of the setting sun, Nevada has long been the NCR's playground, and when it wasn't under the shadow of the bear, it was ravaged by raiders, cultists, and slavers. First citizen Lynette has come forward to create a new faction, the Nevada Pact, dedicated to the peaceful cooperation between the lands of Nevada. The proposed alliance will recognize the autonomy of the Pact's members while encouraging trade and commerce. Yes, there's a supply hub. Yep. Honestly, if I can retake Brewster, I think I probably should. Dynamic tactics integration. Keep those coming. Okay, question. Quantity or quality? Also, this is just a straight up plus 10 organization, which would be really helpful. Maintenance support units plus 20 org. 100% more hit points? Let's go for the organization buff. Ah! Do not lose this, please. It'd be a bad time to be involved. Ooh, if you're abandoning this, I would happily take that back. If we were able. I'm not convinced we will be able to, though. Shifting alliances. Metal Mouths, join the Miscounts. Scavengers found something. Naval tech. Yay! Far from home. Scurry salvager bots. What are those? Charles Army declared war on Eden. Alamo chapter was annexed. This is now my front line. Or not. The October Revolution. Somehow, some way, by some cosmically grim odds, a set of 249 toasters have achieved sentience, and they were in Robot City. Whatever company produced them, however they ended up in Liberty, Colorado, the grim reality settled over Doki. They were mad, and they believed that they had been overworked. Yeah, but they never worked here. And they were done taking orders from the bourgeoisie. Don't even know what that word means. They weren't going to go down easy. She'd have to appease them somehow. Give them flamethrowers. Kids love flamethrowers. Or let's do the worst option of possible. Let's give them knives. Okay, so that automatically completes. So hardness, soft attack, production cost, defense on core. Knives? Knives. Beautiful. Ooh, robot research speed and reliability. Production cost. That would let me get more than more cost. More economical reform. Robot research speed would be really nice, just to get ahead of time if we can. It's kind of what happened to my run, just got munched by hangdogs, then I noticed the buff tree for scrap bots and suddenly 34 divisions before this happened. Buff tree for scrap bots. Huh? Oh, you mean this bit? Defense hardness. Frenchman. I don't think reliability has been a problem. We have a lot of stacking robot research already, and 5 research slots. So I think we're going to go with Sarge's new deal. Keep making outdated scrap bots, they harden up to be as good as Mark 1 Protectrons at half the production cost. Ah, I see what you mean. Let's do this. Vote for me, maggot! Or else I'll burn down your house and eat your family. Protecting the other one. Vote for me and I'll make things actually better for people. Yes, that is my campaign slogan. And you know it's better than Sarge's. Ah, Sarge all the way. You're still losing! Still need to guard all of this. I think it's time for another last stand. Level 5. 5 planning, not bad. Oh man, we've lost a lot of support bots. Holy hell, how's that happened? Grueling combat. They have a lot of fire teams apparently. Or somebody does. Armor pen. Armor pen. Armor pen. Their entire army consists of armor penetration. Come on! Yep, they've lost a bunch of anti-tank stuff. We've destroyed 136 power armor. And lost only 169 manpower. Come on! No wonder they're rolling over us. Yeah, apparently. It does feel like the balance of this area is not amazing. Troll Warren, 3 states. Getting to the stage where I'm going to have to abandon this crossing, which is going to screw us, because then this unit can start actually hitting me. You're going to fall, but that's not actually a loss. As long as I keep the outskirts of Robot City. and you know what? Don't need to hold on to that. 14. Small viewed. Don't tap. Move there. Support Living Hope, please. Hopefully you get there in time. Losing that's not a problem. Losing these is a bit more problematic. I'd really rather not. Peak efficiency. Even faster production, please and thank you. What other upgrades can I get? Maybe outpost builders? And Sarge's new deal is done. Taxation without representation. Oh yeah. 100,000 computer trips. I don't know anything about politics, but I know taxes help the government, and I am the government. Good day. That probably woke up my neighbours. Can I make more guns? Yes, in fact I am behind the times on those a bit. I think it's time for us to dig in again. Another fine day in this man's army. Right, what am I going to get? Nothing? Nothing. Whoa. I feel like I have a whole lot of units kind of wasted over here. How about... let's give those up. As long as I keep this entire circle free with the central place in the middle, I can hold Robot City for a long time. It's urban, it's very concentrated, and it has a retreat tile. But we have taken huge amounts of damage. I'm still not entirely sure just how. Other. Well, we're building defences. You know, tied up 5 divisions here, which is insane. Alright. The circle is closing. Meanwhile, Boss Man is leveled up. Army size, reinforced rate, army size, supply, equipment capture, division attack, max planning, division defense and attack on core. I'm not having that one. And you know what? If I don't have an air force now, this is just wasted effort. Traffic Commune took 6 states, Pioneer Company was annexed. Which is too bad, because I think that the aircraft attempt was actually a really good move. But we got 1 plane in the air. So, you know. What did Maxon's manpower get down to in the end? It's a good question. 0. So they're not actually replenishing at all. Like, we did our damage. 2,000 casualties taken. Switch to scrap bot? No, I don't think so. I've spent a lot trying to get police protectrons. What I could probably start doing, probably should start doing, is merging units. Like these two. There's a way of doing that. Consolidate, there it is. Taxation without representation. NCR took out Rapids. Alright, so sentient traffic lights. Let's get that defense hardness and max entrenchment. Because speed really doesn't matter to me. Whose idea was this? Arroyo took 1 state. Do you know what? I'm gonna do this. Oh! Hangdogs are blocked off, Maxon. That actually worked out really well. Wait, are you two at war? Who is this? Oh no, it's the free... Yeah. It's the free fighters. And we apparently built all the defences, so let's do another round. 3. It's definitely more than 3 provinces here. You guys. You. Cannot consolidate right now. Fair enough. You. Consolidate. You guys are okay. This is giving me a little time to consolidate as well, which is nice. I'm up to entrench rather. Another doctrine. No, we want this. Machine learning AI. ChatGPT will save us. Yeah, I know you can't build in provinces, but you can still queue them up. It's just building it in a different place. Can't even click on the provinces, it just selects units instead. Last stand for a bit. Gente del Sol's join the Rio Pact. Cool, cool, cool. Scavengers found something. Non-combat support. Why are you hitting me so hard here? Because there are 10 divisions attacking, including Maxim. 3 power armor divisions are attacking me here at the moment. Yeah, okay, that would do it. Dakota chapter took 4 states. Bismarck were defeated. Sentient traffic lights. Okay, so we got all of those upgrades now. Get the attack and defense buffs. Could get some more scrap in Robot City, although actually I don't need it. Need any of those, actually. Get the intelligence agency. Yeah, let's do that. I couldn't bear to see all of my new friends leave. I've got to figure out their likes and dislikes. Okay, I know it sounds like stalking, but hear me out. You very much are not. You're currently able to pierce all of my armor. My armor just isn't doing anything. Oh dear, there's one person like that. Let's move you in. Lanius' cohort took 6 states, Sundogs were annexed. I'm kind of hoping that somebody attacks Hangdogs and Maxon. Like, Lanius, you're adjacent to them, come on! Now's your chance! They're distracted. Very, very, very distracted. Bloody hell, Maxon's got a lot of industry all over a sudden. They've really ramped up. I had more than them at one point. Are we restarting here? I mean, is it possible to build up in one city and break out? Maybe? If I can get this place fully fortified, maybe. As long as I lose none of the perimeter. Because again, critically, there is a province here in the middle that my units can fall back to, and so recover their organization. As long as I have one place to fall back to, it is really hard to kill us. But the fact that they're doing as much strength damage as they are is a matter of some concern. I think I should probably merge these guys. Again, you just have enough. 5 divisions defending here. 5! The battle for Hoover Dam! Hoover Dam, stretching across the mighty Colorado, has become the battleground between two vast forces today. On the orders directly from Caesar, the Malpais legate himself is leading a massive force of legionnaires and tribal auxiliaries in an attempt to seize the so-called Old World Wall from the hands of the New California Republic, who have held it since 2274 Treaty in New Vegas. The Legion, aided by superior numbers and fierce obedience to orders, seems to have the upper hand in this clash, but will need to carry out some momentum if it We need to carry out any momentum it gains from breaking through at the dam to secure it from a counterattack. If they should succeed, the Mojave and the Lights of Vegas will lay open for Caesar to grab. Should they fail, the Malpais legate may find himself in a difficult spot, and the NCR will retain their hold of the Mojave for a little while longer. Is that the one that Joshua Graham defended? I think it is. It's the first attack on Hoover. This one had like 70 organisation the last time I played. How on earth did I achieve that? Lift it real good. Today was marked by the arrival of more wayward robots. Heavy lifter bots. Really don't need those. Scrap bots. Protectrons, particularly Protectrons. Give me Protectrons. Peak efficiency. Alright, so we got all of the automaton stuff now. 200 days on you. Reliability. Defense would actually be pretty nice. No, you know what? Industry. I feel like we've fallen a bit behind on that. How's the construction coming along? I mean, we are building forts. The Old World will hold. The Legion could not even cross the Colorado. How do they expect to reach Sadie's Sands if they can't even take the well-fortified entrenched position with a clear field of fire? Ha! Too much. I'm only going to merge if it doesn't just delete one of my divisions and return stuff to the pool. Although actually returning to the pool is probably not a bad thing. You know what? Go ahead. What's your type? And sneaky bastards! Yeah, that's what we have, alright. I don't really want to use any civilian factories on this, however. So, Digital Love gives me population, that gives me building slots and infrastructure. Command power, war support. War support could be useful. Arms factory! And fort construction speed. Okay, we probably need that. Political power, civilian factory. No, have some confidence and then safe and sound. If I'm going to keep people happy and keep the city secure, I'm going to need to be a lot more sure of myself. Have some confidence. Destroyed 150 tank equipment now. It kind of looks like they've given up attacking up on this northern side. Which I'm kind of glad for. I'm going to try and combine these two units. Because I think they need it. Oh, I'm out of CNC bots now. Okay. Alright, start making one of those again. Just gonna keep on feeding units in. Eventually someone's gonna have to declare war on them. How are the hangdog's manpower? Are we whittling down this nonsense or nah? We must be. Nope. They have 5,000 still. We killed 1,000. Simple circuitry. That's too far ahead of time, I think. 300 days. It's less than 200 days now for the heavy lifters. This would let me recruit heavy lifter unit. Oh, combat robot units. And we have got 90 combat bots, which I would very much like to use. Radar for the recon buff. Gives coordination. Probably too far ahead of time right now. We're holding! It's green! Cypher warband took 3 states. This one needs to be top prior. Okay, dig in. Anyone need reinforcing? Maybe. At the moment, no. I think we're actually looking okay with our 10 divisions. Oh, and we have enough political power for another upgrade. None of those are going to be very useful. Homestead Defender, however. Outpost construction speed, please and thank you. Ah! This increases the amount of damage I take, right? Yeah, it is. Ah, you didn't even let me dig in. Okay, the 2 flanks held just fine. It's just the central one that's having a bit more of a problem. Republic of 3 rivers took 3 states. The Dam took 1. Arbor to our next. Need to send some reinforcements to you. Order of Forgotten Lily declared war on Fallen Creed. Have some confidence. It's done. Safe and sound. Colorado has threats all over! We're going to need some more forts in the city and bots on patrol if we're going to keep my new friends safe. Yes, yes we are. Infiltration buffs. So the one doing the most damage to me right now is Maxon. So let's spy on them. Alright, so when hangdogs attack me, no problem. Generally. Because I can't pen my armor. Not now that I have all of my units actually properly supplied. I have a lot of caps. Robco. Oh, CNCs. Heck yeah. Okay, stop making them. Make harder. That's actually very useful. Thank you, Robco. Dedicated workshops done. It is ahead of time, but this factory output is so important to me right now. Lanius declared war on Maxon. Yes! See, I told you it was possible. Ah, brilliant. Okay, well that's going to be these guys. We've done a lot of damage to them, so soon we're going to have Lanius next door to us instead. But I'm sure that's fine. We just can't kidnap him. It'll be fine. Meanwhile, my division's getting back up to strength. We're building a bunch of outposts. Robot Commander Prios. Ah, nice. Yes, I would love to have some more organization, please, and thank you. Alright, what are we up to now? 61. Death Claws. How much do I need for Spirit of the Army? Max planning. Safe and sound is done. That night attack, that's nice. Core defense and defense. Well, core defense would also be good. Division defense, outpost construction would be good. Railway guns. Robot unit attack would also be good. Alright, so safe and sound. Getting some more building slots would also be good. And that also gives me the infrastructure I'm missing to get even more construction speed. Last night, I had a dream about you. In this dream, I'm dancing right beside you. And it looks like everyone was having fun. That kind of feeling. I've waited so long. Dogs are only at war with me. Night attack buffs that seem to overvalue, given how intense the nighttime debuff can be. It's half combat time buffing. It feels like it being twice as strong as effective, so you outpace the AI. Yeah, I do rate that one really highly as well. Okay, so I was like, who's attacking out? That's not me. Actually, speaking of one thing though, I think we should start building up the planning. Dogs do seem to have pretty much given up on our front line. Although I think we're bugged because we're not getting any information about their division, so I'm just going to save and reload. And then it crashes. I disabled a UI element. Oh, did I? You can push, you can reclaim all the extra factories and men to field. There weren't actually that many factories. Basically, everything I built is in Robot City. Manpower might be another thing. Although I have a feeling that 90% of the manpower is also Robot City, which is why I felt like if I hold on to Robot City, we can still come back. Good thing Maxon has such vast manpower reserves with which to fend off Lanius. Yeah, that's going to go really well for them, I'm sure. So ickle. Absolutely tiny. But we're not dead. Good and bad news. Maxton's being eaten by Lanius unfortunately means they're pretty much next to me. Yeah, I know. But it's Maxton that was doing the damage because of all their anti-tank stuff. So it's an N. N's just the nighttime cycle. Yeah, there was definitely something messed up, because they weren't deploying here at all. Which now they are. That's why I was fairly sure there was something blocked. Doctrine! Or we wait until we have 35 for the Spirit of the Army. I think I do that. Yeah, you get level 5, which is great. And you are a Desert Fox now. Urban Assault Specialist. You're only 30% towards Urban Assault. I'm actually surprised. Feels low. Shifting alliances. The Nevada Rangers have joined the NCR. Marino has declared war on Modoc. Here comes Lanius. Ouroboros took 2 states. Sleepers were annexed. Right, Twin Mothers had a bad day, but Ouroboros is doing quite well. I implore you, the people of the Republic, to welcome the formation of a government representing the resolve of the downtrodden, the oppressed and the enslaved. That's us, isn't it? It's what we do. So we're now making 2 police protectrons a day. Digital love. Romantic getaway. 3 building slots and an infrastructure. Sure. Honestly, Colorado can get pretty depressing sometimes. This place could really do with some more moody lighting. Perhaps a couple of balconies, a fountain here and there. Pretty confident of success if we did attack outwards. I think it would be more of a question of, yeah, we can take things, but can we hold it? See, it's when I click on a unit, it thinks that I'm clicking on that state. I see the problem. Yeah, I see it was adding there because it thinks I'm clicking on you. Alright. Mordred looks cooked, but to put it mildly, even if Mordred wins against Maxon and Dogs, what will he do against Lanius? Be a thorn in their side while NTR kills them. Like, there's one thing I'm very good at, and that's draining manpower. Especially when I actually start adding some firepower units to my divisions. Because one thing about Caesar's Legion is, it's a lot of manpower stuff. Bone Dancers took 3 states, Shoshone have been defeated. Assaultrons and batteries! We get Assaultrons, yes please. Those are very helpful. Because I can't make either of those yet. Romantic getaway, done. Hangdog operative captured. Cool. Yes, I will take the production efficiency, thank you. And then also the next thing. Colorado scored, we're never going to get that. It's not anytime soon. I would have to take... Well, actually, if Maxim dies, then I can probably start attacking Hangdogs. It's not going to be easy. I need a lot more troops. 50k computer chips and political power. That's another factory. Sure, we'll do that. Why take running a whole city with both humans and robots to care for and countless foreign threats so seriously? Where's the fun in that? Radio is done. We're just 60 short. And with that, we are far enough ahead of time, I would say, that I would really like to get... Never considered rocket launchers. Can you get rockets as well as the other two? Oh, rockets around here. Okay, less interested. I wanted the light machine guns. Light machine guns and dynamite, I think, are my support companies. Could start working on dynamite, except I have to then... No, I can buy it. No, I can't, because I pissed off the organizations. Butch Pete. Would be going on this. Sells dynamite. It is Butch Pete. Requires 10 opinion. Requires 0. Yeah, I don't have 0. I don't like the fact that the baseline requires 0. Any robotics things? That one's doable. So the other one I could potentially do would be lightweight metals. Let's do that. Because I'm still kind of tempted to try and get into air power. Air power is an easy way to do damage. Although it seems that they have really good anti-air, so maybe not. Also, someone just flew around your cannon. White legs, big battle. There we go, Maxon's expedition is dead. I cannot take Maxon bunker. Do have 27% of the war score. I would be okay with this. Well, if I can take this as well. No, I can't. Okay. Attack that. Lose. You attack out. Never mind. Well, now that we know that this is rightful my clay, I'm just saying. Lanius might declare war on me, but he can't actually get to me. Meanwhile, keep the fortifications building. Military factory construction speed might be useful. Production efficiency base. I just realised that's actually really strong. I want that. Give me that. Now I'm short on scrap. Why am I suddenly short on scrap? Oh, because we've got another factory. Temporarily. What would I need to defend if I actually wanted to try to hold on to this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more tiles. Plus enough troops to actually take all of this stuff back. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be really feasible, not with my current division setup. I would need more of Doki's buddies. Right now, honestly, I'm kind of happy just building up my bunkers. Hey, I actually managed to click on them all. Old world planning. Cool. Okay. I apparently do not have enough guns. You shouldn't have used them. Also, you still exist, but stop. Just hold on there. And in fact, if I go back to building triplane attackers and dropping the number of those I'm producing, that does balance out my economy a bit better. Oh, and so national focus, comedy clubs. Let's get another civilian factory, shall we? What better way to grow our home than with the best comedy shows Colorado's got to offer? Just wait till the tourists see how great our protectrons are as a stand-up. I would pay to see that. Oh, Lanius is justifying, yeah. Most likely because I took control of this. But Lanius can't actually get to me. Unless they get an alliance with hangdogs, but them going to war with hangdogs I feel like it's more likely. Let's actually see what they're saying. Oh, and also I have an officer not currently doing anything. Well, let's have you spy on Dog City. In fact, the intelligence agencies are only 2 No, they're 0 factories. Never mind. And yes, I definitely should be doing this. Just cost computer chips, of which I have many. Let's do an army department. Let's try to get enough departments together so I can get some more operatives. The free fighters are actually pushing out. They are. I want to get that radar station, which I'd actually be pretty happy to take back. So my troops are actually capable of taking out the hangdogs guys relatively easily. Good to know. comedy clubs are done. Right, I could do the Maxon chapter stuff. No, I should probably do you before you die again. You know, I give her a hard time, like, a lot of the time really, but she's always been so nice to me. Robco, more iBots. Say no to that. Two divisions. One there and one there. Okay. I would very much like to take Brewster back if I can. I love the name of your intelligence agency. That was the default. Sneaky Bastards was not me. And I agree, I too rather like the name. Let's take Brewster back. Army department is done. And we are getting factories back again. Okay. Where's intelligence? Let's go for Air Force next. Lanny has declared war on hangdogs. So that's where all of Hangdog's troops went. Ah, you. Attack here. No! You! Here! Hello. Thank you. The supply. Wait, why did... Oh, you're at war with hangdogs as well. Damn it. You're taking my stuff. Oi! Give that back. Lanius wants docking rights. Sure. You would accept a non-aggression pact. Alright, new objective. Dog City. Guild's done. The temple has fallen. Oh man, this ain't good. I want the bunker. Don't think I'm gonna get it though somehow. There was something if I owned New Syracuse. Units on that front. Nope, I'm not at war with them. Well, I just move in front of them, just take everything so they can't. Okay, metalworking for some more construction speed, don't mind if I do. And now that we have taken everything, I think we can probably go back to building military factories in Robot City, to be honest. Let's finish off those ports. So I have a fallback point if I need to. Listen to you attacking him. Being attacked. Unfortunately with their chariots, I don't think I'm going to get there first. Where I am going to get first is freaking Dog City, so there. This peace deal is going to be interesting. Right, the peace deal. I'll get this stuff back anyway. In that case, I just need to go grab land. Fall of the Hand Dogs. Couriers and refugees from Colorado have confirmed the Robot City's forces have overwhelmed the defenders of Dog City and taken the Hancock capital, though the sounds of battle rage in the ruins of the city with bodies and bullets falling from towering buildings. Fighting has largely ceased. The titular dogs of the city work both for and against the defenders, striking the forces of Robot City from drainage pipes and other small places they can hide. Meanwhile, Robot City and their armies continue the advance inside the city, heading towards the remaining strongholds in Hangdog control. Can the dogs of war hold out and make a comeback, or will they be snuffed out like many under Robot City's boot? This is a good question. Are we feeling like we're going to be doing some snuffing out here? I'm not sure. Reno took 2 states. How is the participation looking here, by the way? 60%! Come on! And I have many factories available. Let's just make many things for now. There we go! I got a bunch of Protectrons from Hangdogs? Really? Alright. So, I want... many of these northern places. No. Oh, no. No. I want that too. After that, I think I'm relatively happy. And if I can take more, then I'll take more. I'm okay with this. I mean, if I can take more. Lanius got all of this, I get this. Okay, I really did just take everything. Alright. It just works. Yeah, I feel like the peace deals in Old World Blues are a little bit balked. But there you go, chat. Bet you didn't see that of that coming. Hey ho family, can anyone recommend me similar in scale to Kaiserreich and Black Ice and Modern Wave War? Old War Blues? Is this not enough scale for you? There's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, historic. Great War. Also good. It's First World War. Time to make a secondary fortress city around Dogtown. Yeah, maybe. I'm just wondering if I want to reload the save to give Lanius a bit more. So you can get Crow's Land, Steel Town, and Colorado Springs. Nah, I'm not going to stress it too much. Meanwhile, I can research something else. Do I have any more robotics things? I've got the heavy lift now. Cool, that's only 81 days. With that in mind, I can now get the heavy robot divisions. I would like to have one more heavy robot here. Naked 10 combat with. That uses 125 robots, which I do not have. I can do most of one division. The other thing I want to do is fire teams. Now that I have industry, I can do some more stuff. So I would very much like to be making makeshift squad automatic weapons. I actually have a fair number of them already. And a lot more rivets. I also have a lot of resources now, which is nice. The next thing I need to start doing is coring. But I can actually core a lot of this, I believe, through focuses. Let's face off against the Iron Alliance, because you tried to backstab me there, buddy. I'm not impressed by that. Although Lanius is still justifying, so... not be pushed around. Flaming jumpers. No, 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 no. Ooh, your support's down. -10 because of the followers. Allgood Murphy elected president of the NCR. A profound sense of relief first permeated New California, then extended outward west. Allgood Murphy has secured his position as president of the NCR, heralding a welcome end to the jingoistic policies which previously defined the character of the nation. Although critics suggest the new, more cooperative foreign policy of the Republic will render it susceptible to exploitation and invasion, the general atmosphere is one of elation, as the apprehension has vanished from within the Republic that one day they may be sent to die in pursuit of a number of undefined, wholly superfluous campaigns of conquest abroad. Whereas those outside the Republic may now feel more secure in their continued autonomy. The NCR in this connection has exchanged its prior state of defensive autarky in favour of a more cooperative defensive policy, manifesting the portent of a complicated situation for potential invaders. There are a bunch of restoration projects here I could do. I do have the money to finance them too. And Dog City is a trade route, so I now actually have one of those too. I would like To get free stuff. But getting more slots in Robot City, I think, doesn't actually help me. Kit Carson, however, does. Especially with water. That one I'll accept. And then I do want to core, but I want to wait until I've gotten to the coring things before I think about what I'm going to core. Occupations. How are we doing occupations with Doki Buddies? That's going to be expensive. But I don't really have an alternative. Let's add fire teams to these divisions. Drops your organization by 5. Gives you significantly more attack, though. Yeah, I think I get a bunch of core things, actually. Coral Lone States, also cored by Maxim Expedition, will give me a bunch of those. And against the Hangdogs, I now have access to this, which I didn't previously. Right, I could actually go after Lanius. Puppet myself to Diana if I wanted to. Doki's Peace. Every Colorado state claim gained by Robot City. Robot City will be known as the Mighty Mechanical Colorado Technocracy. Moves the capital to Dog City. Dog City is renamed to New Robot City. Robot City will be known as Cute Colorado Republic. Sure. Asked to join the Texan Economic Union. AI modifier, focus on offensive, plus 31,400%. Why not just 30,000 or 999,000? Why 31,400? But yeah, one of the things you can do is kidnap Lanius. And actually get him as an advisor. I kind of really want to do that now. Because AI logic rounding error. Yeah, I guessed. Temple has fallen. I'm going to assume that will come back with something. But what I want right now... it doesn't look like I actually get to core any of Dog City stuff. I was kind of hoping I'd get that for free, but I don't think I do. Did we just kidnap a big dumb and handsome brute of a warrior? Are we gonna tell everyone about him? Absolutely. So no, I don't think we get any help coring stuff except for Maxim. So I think we do these. What a bunch of nerds! Let's go see what they're doing. And we're gonna go and core this stuff. Is this center? No. Chrome planes we can do. Fort Morgan's way over there. I want to do the stuff that's adjacent to us because I feel like it's cheaper. So Burlington. Oh, we need a bucket load of compliance to do this. Alright. Oh boy, that's going to be a lot of resistance. Yeah, if I go to war with Lanius now, I am not going to be in a good way. One of these did something with compliance, I thought. Or was it these? I could have sworn there was something robot related that gave compliance. But I couldn't tell you what it was. Getting riot gear might be a good idea. It's significant. Or is it significantly cheaper or just cheaper than robots? Robots probably are better. Like, I'm literally building police robots. Like, come on! How much better can you get? Don't getting claims give a discount. Yes, I think they do. Let's do robust rock. Claims. Are there any claims to be held? In lieu of Paradise, we're taking Diana as a research advisor. Oh my gosh. 12% research speed. So you could get like Lanius and Diana as Doki Doki. Interesting. Right, I wanted to see how much that was actually going to cost me. 53. I mean, the prices aren't outrageous. Except for the compliance necessary. Claim multiplier, 100%. Not sure what I have claims on. That's true. Even if Lanius has a claim on me, I don't think you can declare war because of the non-aggression pact. Which he then has to cancel. Which requires him to have troops on my border. So Lanius right now just, I think, is busy with other things. Which I am A-okay with. I'm wondering if in the short term I just want to cancel my aircraft production. No, because I got the efficiency build up. How am I doing for fire team weapons? Not amazing. These units are now getting up to strength. Mighty and despaired. Sentry bots. Today was marked by the arrival of more wayward robots. This time it was a cadre of sentry bots rolling towards the town, tearing up long tracks of dirt with their massive wheels. Strange amongst most robots in that it seems that none of them could actually directly communicate. Any attempts to actually talk to them were met with standard phrases like, "Do not interfere with security operations," or "Situation normal, returning to last patrol." Though curt, as it was clear the robot city was their destination, as though it were a second nature, the sentry bots settled into mobile units and defensive positions as if they were built for the job. Without a single meaningful word exchanged, more lost souls have joined Robot City. So do I get tier 1s or tier 2s? Support? No. Combat? Yes. Mark 1. But they count as heavy bots, which I was short on. So that's good. Yeah, I know Iron Alliance are also Lanius. Do I have non-aggression with you? No, and you don't want one right now. But they're not justifying on me, just Lanius is. Economic resurgence. Our trade node, Dog City, has finally thrown off the economic downturn. Speaking of economic downturns, I probably want to invest in some of this stuff. $20 energy in Castle Rock. Ooh, 2 arms workshops in Dog City. That sounds even better. Let's restore the Aurora Armory. Belonging to the Colorado National Guard long ago, the Aurora Armory was the installation responsible for equipping those on the eastern side of Denver. As such, its stock was closely guarded, but one would find an abundance of guns and useful machinery if they were to break inside. Do it. So how's the world shaping up? There's a little bit of consolidation that's gone on. But with that, I am afraid I'm going to call this stream here. So thanks everyone for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button so you get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you've really enjoyed this and you want to support the channel, please do consider subscribing. Helps the channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content. Or you can, of course, check out the Patreon at patreon.com/MordredViking. I do have a YouTube, which many of you are also watching on. That's at youtube.com/MordredViking, or if you're on YouTube and you're interested in my Twitch, that's twitch.tv/MordredViking. Anything else? Discord, that is where the community hangs out. They're a cool bunch, and it's always a pleasure. Whoops, that is not how you spell end. That is where the community hangs out. They're a cool bunch, and it's always a pleasure to see some new faces there. So come join us, say hello. You are more than welcome. For those of you on Twitch, details for all of that is in chat. For those on YouTube, it's in the description. Yeah, thanks everyone. Back with some more next weekend, hopefully. Until then, bye-bye.